Okay, hi guys, and I'm here to show you how to do Tennant hair. And I did this yesterday, and obviously it's fallen apart a little bit. But the first step to any good hairstyle is to wash your hair. So what I suggest is, especially using shampoo and conditioner, something that keeps your hair soft, easily styleable. So I'm using those. And it doesn't really matter what you do. So as long as your hair is clean, it's gonna work. So I'll be back after I wash my hair. Okay, hey, and my hair is actually naturally straight, but it appears curly when it's wet. What you're gonna wanna do after you shower is you're going to thoroughly brush out your hair and also dry it. So I have short hair on the top, like that. You're going to wanna either use some root lifter on it, or you're going to want to tease it up a little bit after you've dried it, and I do suggest when you dry your top upside down. It doesn't really matter what you do with the sides because they just kind of flop. So I am going to dry my hair. This is my root lifter. Also, you're going to want to thoroughly dry your hair. I wouldn't suggest leaving anything wet, especially on the top, but it doesn't really matter on the sides as long as they're dry enough that you can put them back with a ponytail. So at this point, your hair should be thoroughly dry, and if you use a root lifter like I did, it's going to be pretty fluffy on the top. My hair, since it goes forward, it dries like that usually. And so what you're going to want to do is thoroughly brush it. It doesn't really matter which way you brush it at first, but you're going to want to brush this part all back. So I'll just do that. If you have curly hair, you're going to want to straighten it, but I'd also suggest straightening at least the top, even if you have straight hair. My hair is thoroughly straight. I'm going to straighten it before I comb it or brush it back. I have combs here, and you're going to need some combs too. I'd suggest two, because the way I do it, I like to grab two combs and go up and back. Okay, so I'm going to straighten it straight upward, like this, for example. And also make sure you have some heat protector on your hair. Excuse me. So you're not totally frying your hair. I applied that while my straightener was heating up, so I'm sorry. If you want, you can also straighten it a little bit back already too, because that'll also help it. And then you're also going to want to make sure you comb it back, because if you're anything like me, my hair does not look very good after I straighten. You can brush it first, which makes it also a lot easier to work with. Now, especially you're going to want to hold your hair like this until you get a clip. Okay, so for this part, you're going to need a clip like this and a hairband. It doesn't really matter as long as it can hold the majority of your hair. And first, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to comb part of this back, at least part of it, because you're also going to need some of it to work with at first. So I'm just going to take, don't go too far back, like if you were to like do this hairstyle, because you don't actually have to work with all of that, and it just complicates it. And you should twist it and put it up like that, and make sure you could get it out pretty easily, and you're just going to want to clip that just to hold it for now. And we're going to start by, I have two combs right here, and what you're going to want to do, and this is kind of the tricky part, you're going to want to comb it up together. And if you want, you can use any other type of comb. As long as it has a fine part like that, it can work. So make sure you comb it up and back. If you're anything like me, I have bangs, and so your bangs are going to want to go very well. So you're going to want to hairspray all of those. Now I actually have 2 bottles of hairspray here, but this one works better right now. So hairspray up like that, and my hair likes to turn different colors when I hairspray it. So it's just the blonde hair. It should not happen if you have darker hair, but it might. I don't know. You're going to want to make sure you hairspray all the sides and the back. And especially just like get the roots. Since I already used root lifter, it shouldn't be too hard, and you're going to want to at least hold it up until it has dried. And the front part is supposed to be a little bit messy because David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, does have some fringe. Now my hair's staying like that, so at least right now I'm going to take my back hair and tie it because it's going to get in the way after this. You just have to loose tie it. It doesn't have to look pretty right now because you're going to take it down if you want. I mean, you could really do anything with it, but that's just what I'm doing. And you're going to want to take out your clip, comb all of this up too, or brush it up because I have a lot of hair. I'll pause this so I don't mess up. Okay, and so you're going to just brush it up. Make sure you get all the roots straight and you don't have any overlaps. So I have it all up. Now, just as you did before, you're going to hairspray all the roots. And especially you're going to want to go in there into the big ball of hair. So you might have to separate it with your thumb or a comb or something. And just hairspray in between that. Okay. And you're also going to want to hold this up and make sure you hairspray a lot. So it stays. And then you might want to put that forward. And this is the tricky part. You're going to want to put all of it together because right now it's kind of in two different clumps, and at least we got it somewhat straightened up. And I like to do this upside down. It just helps me. But you could do it straight up, it's just harder. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take two combs and you're going to comb it all up, straight up. So I like this comb better, but I don't have two of it. So okay. And guys, if there's any guys watching this, you can also use hair gel for a lot of this. But since I'm a girl and I don't have hair gel at my disposal, I am not using hair gel. And now that I have it all poof, I'm going to want to hairspray the sides again. Make sure they're all together. And because it's all flipped forward, I'm going to want to slowly flip it back. So to do that, I'm going to lean forward, grab it, and push it all back. Now, it probably looks pretty weird right now, I'm guessing. Now you're going to want to make sure you fluff it up a little bit. Hairspray, lots of hairspray. And the part on my back hair is a little bit more medium length, so it doesn't quite look like David Tennant. But if you have complete short hair on the top, it'll work. And then I'm just going to comb it out so it looks a little bit smoother, but make sure you don't take it out of its place too much. Okay, and more hairspray. If you want, you can tease it out from there, but my hair loves me and kind of looks teased up already. Okay, and now you have like all this bang stuff still, and you're going to basically do the same thing with that, but except you're going to have to comb the top a little bit, and especially leave some fringe out, and we're going to straighten that fringe in a bit. So that's why you should keep your straightener out, or get it back out if you've already put it away. Mine's still here, it's not on. I'm gonna start heating it up now. Okay. And especially take it and push it up, because David Tennant's hair is very fluffy on the top. And comb it out to make sure it's at least a little smooth on the outside. And then we'll do the bangs. Same thing. So if your bangs don't really want to stay, like mine, as you can see, you are going to want to hairspray them back on top of some other hair. Comb them a little bit. And especially make sure all your hair is poofy enough so it matches the bangs. So just grab it and kind of fluff it up, forward, and away. Also, before I forget, David Tennant sometimes likes to bend it all over one way or another. And so you can do that by combing it slightly to the left or the right. But I like leaving it like this because it just stays better with my hair. But you can do anything. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to straighten a piece of your frill hair that you want down as some of the fringe. And so just kind of even it out. You're going to want to make sure you straighten curl it, so it's kind of like this. And I probably have too much. Okay, and so while I paused, I was just fixing up part of my hair because the video was getting long. And you're just going to want to at least lightly comb it out, but don't move the roots very much unless you're pushing them upward. And you're also going to want to make sure that the front part goes up and back still, except your fringe, and especially when you straighten curl it, which takes me always a long time. You're going to want to separate it a little bit. Just kind of like put it off to the side, hairspray it. Also make sure it goes up together. And I'm going to pause to do a little bit of that. Get it somewhat ruffled back. You're going to want to take your hair down or do whatever you wish to do with it. I'm just going to take mine down and brush it out just so you can see what it looks like with a girl's hair. And if you want to make any touch-ups at this point, you can. It's kind of like an opinionated hairdo. You just got to make sure you like it. You like the way that it goes back. Like this piece is kind of bugging me actually. And that's pretty much it. That is the David Tennant hairstyle. So that's side, back. And yeah, have fun with it. Bye.